Revelation 737. From the 8th of January 1939. Laws of nature. Transformation and overexploitation of the earth. In the visible world, all laws in nature are given by the Creator in such a way that the slightest contravention causes a likewise visible destruction of the created, and so the divine will and his omnipotence must therefore remain active to preserve the existing. Therefore, a being, whether from the spiritual or earthly world, cannot arbitrarily bring about a change of the natural event, which would not correspond to the will of the Creator. Thus, man will never be able to influence the laws of nature in any way, and his efforts to overturn them by himself would be in vain. However, there are many possibilities for the human being to be active in the will of God and to take part in the shaping or reshaping of the surface of the earth, so to speak, to be creative in a certain sense already on earth. But then also the will of man must always subordinate itself to the divine will, if the created works are to last. All actions of the human being must adapt to the laws of nature, because a disregard of these can result in an immediate destruction or also in a slow decay of the whole. Where the forces of nature, which correspond to the will of God, prove to be favorable to the earthly work, there also all creation of humans will be favored, that is, man then only carries out what is will of the eternal divinity, even if apparently self-willingly, whereas all work, which is not wanted by God, as violating the laws of nature, will only produce wrong results. The consequences often do not make themselves immediately noticeable, and this lets man come to the wrongful conclusion that he can act according to own discretion, but then the harmful effects for mankind are far more extensive. To the blinded man, however, often still not proof of his wrong acting and thinking. So also the earth robbery, in and on the earth, will affect the people in a frightening way, if it assumes proportions which do not correspond to the will of God. Interruption.